What up, peeps? Back. And I'm feeling good. Loving how life's going, loving how everything is. I'm posting this video, so I got one of my first DMs. This guy had sent me a question. He was like, hey, man, I'm looking to get, promoted as well as gain a raise at work. What's the best way to do it? Or how can I ensure that I'm getting it? First thing I'm going to say is, number one, you have to be the person that wants it. You have to be, and they have to know that. You can't just want it in your head. You have to go up to them. You have to talk to them. You have to, whoever's the person of importance in that decision, you need to talk to them. You need to be in their ear. You need to figure out, straight up ask them, hey, what do I need to do in order to get to this next level, right? But it kind of reminded me of this meeting that was ran for, a couple of the employees, well, all of the employees at my last office or what have you. And it really stuck with me. And it's really what I've kind of always done in any business or any, area of expertise that I worked in. I've always stuck to this. But really it's about employees and the different types of employees there are out there. We use the word leadership. There's a different type of leadership out there. There's four main categories of it, right? You have a subtractor, the divider, an adder, and a multiplier. So as far as the subtractor, these are the people at work, they're like the Debbie Downers, right? They're the people like, oh, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm trying to have a good day, They're the ones that are they just naturally take, the energy out of the room. They just take away from, they don't give anything, They're the people that, they don't set any meetings. They're the people that, get discouraged because they aren't getting this promotion or raise, or they're not being looked at next for this. If they're, where they don't hire outside or whatever, and you have to move up a chain or what have you. These are the people that will never move, or they might just move just because of their numbers. But once their numbers are hitting and then they get to that spot, they stay there. They aren't able to get any higher. There's like a ceiling for them almost, they feel like, right? The next person is the divider. Now, these are just the subtractors, like times 10, right? These are the people that, they're the cancers in the office, right? They're the people that are constantly gossiping, talking tea, to each other. And they're really just tearing the office apart, right? They like to say, the Sharks versus the Jets, right? They never see it as like, okay, let me try to build everybody else up, to help us up collectively. They will tear everybody else down just because they're not where they want to be, right? Again, that's not the person you want to be, right? But those are people that are out there. They are, right? What I was mainly before I heard this meeting is I was an adder, right? I was that person that, it adds a presence to the atmosphere, gives that positive energy. They do what they need to do. They are there to win, but they aren't a multiplier yet. And you're going to see the difference here. So these, like I said, these are the positive people, the optimistic people, the people that, you're hoping to bump into in that day, what have you. But that's not it. What I then realized that I had to become in order to move up, in order to be an owner, in order to be successful at what I wanted to do, I realized I had to be what's called a multiplier, right? Now, a multiplier, these are the ones that create value for themselves. They don't need other people to create that value for them. They're going to be like, no, I'm worth this, and I'm going to show you why I'm worth this, right? These are the people also that can replicate really well. And that's what I learned in this last business with AT&T, is how to replicate myself. I can now take anybody. It really doesn't matter. I've worked with, I was working in, sometimes the north side of Milwaukee, so I'm working with those people that never got that chance, to get out the hood and things like that. I've worked with those people, right? On the flip side, I've also worked with people that, a guy was a doctor and a lawyer, and he was just looking for something new. And I ended up bringing him on my team as well, because obviously, sharp guy, I'm not going to let him slip through the cracks, right? But I was able to, it didn't matter either or, I was able to train both of those people, right? I was able to then, because what that does is that just builds my value that much more, right? And that's what I realized, because once I become a multiplier, that's what the businesses need, right? People will always need people to train someone on how to do something, right? That's something that my dad always told me. It was like, yo, whatever you do, whatever business you choose to do, make sure it's a business that will always be around, something that will constantly be needed. And I know my dad, he wanted me to get into medicine and energy, right? Because we'll always need those two things. And I was like, yeah. But then I thought about it. I'm like, I'm really good with people, though. So then I learned how to train, and then I got really good at training, and not only training them, but really good at training, which means I was able to replicate myself, right? Because I was doing so well for the business. Not only was I able to do that, but I was also able to teach people to do just as well, if not a little bit better, right? But as far as that, guys, I just want to hop on, give a shout out to my guy. And I hope I answered your question and everything, guys. I love the DMs. Keep them coming. If you guys have any questions, if you have any issues, whatever, or you just need inspiration for something, hit me up in the DM, and I guarantee I'll find something that'll help you guys out, or at least I'll know someone, Anyway, guys, peace out and enjoy your day.